Hello and welcome back to Exothermic Plays Games. I'm Exothermic and the date today is Friday, May 31st, 2024. I've been doing a countdown of my favorite video games of all time through each day of the year, and coming in at number 215 is NBA Street Volume 2. NBA Street Volume 2 might be the best basketball game ever made. Does it have the best simulation physics? No, and that's a good thing. Does it have the most depth to the rosters? Not necessarily, though it does do that really well, and I'll get to that. And is it the most realistic? Absolutely not, oh my god, no. The game feels like a natural evolution from NBA Jam, which I ranked as my 340th favorite game. I got some flack for NBA Jam being in January, and now I want people to know this game is the reason why it was. Everything Jam does, NBA Street does better, and this is the best entry of the NBA Street franchise. NBA Jam was defined by attitude and over-the-top ridiculousness, while NBA Street doesn't get quite so ridiculous that your players are literally on fire. The game does ooze street ball attitude. Each game is not timed, but instead first to 21 points. Pick 3 players and be prepared to put the moves on everyone. Gain style points by stunting on the other team and fill your game breaker meter. When it fills, you can get basically guaranteed points, or you can bank it to charge for a level 2 game breaker and just absolutely go off on them for 2. The whole game breaker system reminds me very much of Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup, which I ranked as my 229th favorite game, and was also developed by EA Sports. In that game, there's a meter for both teams that fills to give advantages in the chase for the snitch, but also it gets depleted when your opponent plays good defense. The same applies to NBA Street. Back to stunning on your opponent. You can do things like dribble off their heads, pass to yourself off the backboard, and basically do backflips and spins on the ground and everything while, just breakdancing with the ball. Every step of the way, the game focuses on maximizing fun, throwing out the rules that get in the way of that. In street ball, what's a foul? What's out of bounds? Just keep playing. As for the rosters, in addition to current, at least for the time, NBA players, you could play as various legends throughout history. Many of them you had to unlock with an in-game currency you'd earn as you play, but options did include the likes of Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Julius Erving, and Wilt Chamberlain. I made sure when recording to play a game with the late, great Bill Walton, who unfortunately passed away this week of cancer. Being able to play with incredible players like those, alongside people like Kobe Bryant, Vince Carter, and Allen Iverson, doing just absolutely ridiculous stunts, is unforgettable. In addition to stellar gameplay and an incredible roster, the actual vibe and aesthetic of everything is some of the best out there. The soundtrack is insanely good. It's a bit of a relic of its time, but I do think it holds up well and showcases the pinnacle of streetball culture. It's even got an exclusive track from Nelly, who you can play in the game. Not only are they putting actual cultural icons into the game, outside of the NBA of course, but they're putting actual cultural locations. You can play in the legendary Rucker Park in Harlem, where some of the greatest basketball players of all time, many of which are in this game, honed their talents. So basically, if you don't like this game, you don't like basketball. Join me tomorrow as I talk about the 214th game on my list, where I am rewarded for driving into oncoming traffic.